Greetings, AP Calculus students, to a second series of 3 videos detailing how to use a graphing calculator in order to do some calculus. So basically another tutorial video. In our first series of 3 videos, I showed you guys how to evaluate an integral using a graphing calculator. In this series of tutorial videos, I'm going to show you guys how to evaluate a derivative using the graphing calculator. Just like last time, it's going to be in 3 parts. The first part is going to cover how to evaluate a derivative using a Ti-Nspire. The second part will be how to evaluate a derivative using a Ti-84 plus / 83 plus. And finally, the third part, or the third video, is going to cover how to evaluate a derivative using the older, still the Ti-84 plus and 83 plus, just the older version of it. So let's get to it. So in this first part, we're going to be covering the Ti-Nspire, and we're going to be looking back at a free response question that we've done as a class before, specifically the 2018 AP Calculus AB exam number 2. So the 2018 AP Calculus AB exam number 2. And namely, we're going to be looking at part A of that free response question, and how to do it using a Ti-Nspire. So let's get to it. So right off the bat, I have this program where I can show you guys the Ti-Nspire on the computer screen. So if you turn on your Ti-Nspire, this is what your screen should look like. So this is basically your home screen. So as usual, we're going to make sure calculate is highlighted and just press enter. Press enter. Whoops. Okay. So now for the question. So this question, if you recall, they gave us the velocity function of a particle. And right off the bat, they ask us in part A to find the acceleration of the particle at time t is equal to 3. Now, how are we going to do that? Well, recall that the acceleration function is just the derivative of the velocity function. So since we're given the velocity function, we're just going to take its derivative and evaluate it at 3. So right off the bat, I'm going to show you guys 2 things, actually. I'm going to show you guys how to find a derivative function. Then I'm going to show you guys how to evaluate that derivative function at a specific t value in this case. So first, let me show you guys how to actually find a derivative function of a given function. So you want to go to menu. You want to go to menu in your Ti-Nspire, and then you want to scroll down to calculus. You want to scroll down to calculus. So press enter there. And actually, let me move this. Let me move this around here. So I'm going to move this here. Then move this here. There you go. Let's see. So we have calculus. Let's get calculus back on. Nope, don't want that. Let's get calculus there. Press enter. Then we're going to go to, first let's try derivatives. So let's find a derivative function. Let's find the derivative of a function. So press enter. Okay, so you should have this on screen now. So obviously we want to derive this in terms of t. You can derive it in terms of x and just change the variable. Let's do t. So we're going to do t. We're going to do t. And now at this point inside this parentheses, so we got to make sure we do the derivative in terms of t, so d over dt. And inside this parentheses, we're just going to put this equation. So let's see, let me put that fraction first. So control division gives me that fraction. So we got 10. Calculator is in radians. Do you want to make sure calculator is in radians? So 10 sine, trig button, enter. Sine of 0.4 t squared. And then we have t squared minus t plus 3. Press enter. So there you go. This is what the derivative function of this function would look like. So this is what the derivative function of this function would look like. Now, it is unlikely that you would get a question just asking you to find the derivative by itself. So let's actually see. So this is how you find the derivative of a function. Now we could just take this and replace all the t's with a 3, as part 8 tells us to do, right? To find the acceleration at time t is equal to 3. But an easier way we can do it, a much easier way we can do it, is what we're going to do here. We're going to go back to menu. We're going to go back to that calculus option, press enter, and we're going to go to derivative at a point. So derivative at a point. Sorry about that. So derivative at a point, we're going to choose that option, press enter. So we want to do, let's change it to t. So t. value, we want t is equal to 3, right? We want the derivative of t is equal to 3, and we want the first derivative. Since we're trying to find the acceleration is just the first derivative of velocity. Press enter there. So now we're going to choose this again, or I'm sorry, put in that equation again. So 10, let me put that fraction first, so control division. So 10 trig sine 0.4 t squared all over the quantity t squared minus t plus 3. Now all we have to do is press enter, and we get our answer of negative 2.118, which if you recall, if I quickly look at the solution, was our answer, negative 2.118. So that is how you find not only the derivative function of a given function using the Ti-Nspire, but also the derivative at a point. So the derivative at a point, or in this case, at a specific t value, and also in terms of how to find the derivative function itself. So hopefully that was pretty simple. That's all for today's video. Pretty straightforward, I hope. I mean, for a lot of the things that we do in this using our graphing calculators, at least in the Ti-Nspire, you go to menu and then that calculus option if you want to find a lot of the integrals, derivatives, so on and so forth. All right. Well, as usual, always let me know if you have any questions, concerns, if something doesn't make sense, if somehow you got a different answer. Always reach out to me to see to see if we can identify what went wrong. Otherwise, I hope you guys are staying safe. I hope you guys are staying healthy, and hope you guys enjoy the rest of your days. See you later.